Hello to everybody watching and listening, and once again, welcome back to some more Mechabellum. Right off the bat, it is relatively late. Expect me to maybe fumble around my words a tiny bit. Yeah, this is a match against Yusin that I played a few days ago with Elite Spec Spiders. If memory serves, we are going to see a number of spiders. My opponent is playing Giant Specialist, but also starts with spiders. So yeah, it's a spider off. I don't even remember much of this game, only that it was pretty good. I just dropped some elite recruited marksmen. Because, you know, in a mirror situation like that, if you have level 2 instead of level 1 marksmen, they should be doing really, really well. At least I hope. With my luck, they're going to get stuck on Chef forever. My opponent has basically the same units, different setup though. And he has Fangs instead of Crawlers. Usually I do favor Crawler players over Fang players, but in this situation, when the chaff clear is so handled, it may actually be different. Well, the marksman has locked on. It's just that his spider seems to survive a lot better than mine. I'm not even sure what caused this. Long story short, round 1 I kinda get destroyed and my opponent gets 2 marksmen with level 2 now. So he has basically in 1 round already evened out my advantage for the moment. Both of us take heavy armor. I think it's the most logical conclusion. This tarantula has less experience points than this one, so theoretically it should be leveling sooner. So I'm just putting it there. As for my opponent, it's probably the exact opposite, right? Yeah. This tarantula is even further up the level bar, whatever you want to call it. I just dropped some crawlers here to fill up a bit of a board. My opponent did drop an additional spider, and I think that was all he did. Don't see any additional chaff or something like that. Realistically, maybe the spiders should be up further. Like, chaff is already almost gone by the time that I do finally engage. With nothing shooting these crawlers, however, they kinda reign supreme for a bit at least. Before most of them get munched by the spider. This marksman is very much so unhappy shooting nothing but chaff. But there's a tower debuff coming in right now. Tower degradation definitely in my favor. Kills this last spider. There's a very healthy amount of fangs left. Tower debuff may be devastating. Yeah, under tower debuff, these fangs are actually pretty good at shooting down crawlers. You can see them gun down the poor little crawlers. And the marksman finishes the round. Is that thing? Yeah, it can level to level 3. It's starting to get scary already. We have Fire Badgers, we have Sabertooth, we have Vulcan and Mustang with level 3. Sabertooth also level 3. I think everything here is technically fine. Depends on how you want to proceed in this game. Alright. My opponent picks the Fire Badgers. 3 level 1 Fire Badgers are pretty good. I do, however, pick the Mustangs because right now chaff clear, especially against Fangs, is my problem. And then I do drop some additional marksmen in hopes of breaking through. This spider has almost leveled. Same goes for my opponent. Yeah, this side is not looking too healthy, and it's not going to look much better right now, I guess. In theory, I could have level 3 crawlers, but I kinda don't really want to. I think a Fire Badger drop is really good here into leveled, and because I'm elite, I can only drop leveled crawlers. However, also these Mustangs I think are going to do a good amount of damage. You can already see the health bars drop very quickly on all of these units. They can get rid of the Fangs absolutely very much so effectively. And then hopefully they will allow me to win the round with the tower. Well, there's not going to be anything left for that tower to really do. But that tower debuff could be really good. Yeah, that is a really good tower debuff. Is it gonna be enough? I think it is. Yeah, finally. Range on these Mustangs is enough of an advantage to finally win a round. Did they level? No. But they are pretty close. Next round they are almost guaranteed to level. So, have you been told all your life that going for early big combat powers is a no-go because your army is going to be too bad and you will almost inevitably lose? Well, if memory serves, Steel Sane is going to throw all of that out of the window. Yeah. Round 4 nuke, because why the F not? I guess these Mustangs may not level after all, if they just quickly die. I was really surprised by this. I think I didn't even really consider it a possibility, because nobody really does that, right? But if a player that is as good as Steel Sane is doing that, then maybe I should take a page out of his book next time around. So yeah, I guess no level for the Mustangs, unless they kill so many crawlers and stuff that they do. Nah, not gonna happen. Boom. Entire side, absolutely, positively, deleted. I think what I did here was drop more and leveled spiders. But it does not matter against literally an entire side's worth of army. Just rolling in, rolling over all of my units here. Yeah, I got absolutely blindsided by that. Well, here's a very convenient damage item for my Mustangs. There it goes. Yeah, I did drop additional spiders, but nothing major yet. So I'm kinda expecting my opponent to go for the orbital now. He seems to be happy to take combat powers. Though I will have quite a monetary advantage this time around, because my opponent last round spent 400 bucks on a nuke, but I didn't. So I should be having the better army now. Yeah, he does go for the orbital, throws it on the side with the leveled Mustangs. I bet he knows that they are going to have the item. Like, it has to be a given, right? If a damage item for Mustang drops like that, who wouldn't take it? We now both have spiders with range, but my opponent does have more spiders and higher levels in total. I do technically have more marksmen and more marksman levels to back it up, and I do have my carry Mustangs. These Mustangs should now, yeah, they are going to level now. The spiders are tanking. The Mustangs are dealing a lot of damage, but they're splitting their fire. And they're now being eaten by the spiders. That's not exactly great. On the other side, shield is looking good. The shield definitely did a lot of work here as well. So despite me having a money advantage, my opponent simply seems to have a bit of a better army, which I would attribute to higher levels in total.